Does everybody here know what ADAS is? ADAS.
Automated driver assist systems.
Yeah,
Automated
it's like lane change assist and the smart cruise control and the automatic braking and all that fun new stuff.
Absolutely. Yeah. So ADAS.
It's great for old people.
Oh, dude.
Great for everybody.
You have to go there. It is not just.
No, it's great for everybody, but old people with slower reaction times, it's really good.
No argument there. I totally agree with that. If you're over 70, you should have to have a car with these. AEB, things like that. So we're talking about automated systems that by design help you drive better and safer. There's been a lot of talk about this, and I don't want to talk too much about this specific paper, but there was a paper published on Elsevier. I'm not sure. ScienceDirect.com was where I found it. It was a study about psychology and behavior, and it relates to ADAS systems and reaction time. And one of the conclusions of this paper was that truck drivers respond way faster when there's a problem with the ADAS system than passenger vehicle drivers. And I don't mean F-150, I mean professional truck drivers. Professional drivers versus passenger vehicle, motor vehicle drivers. It was interesting in that I'm not sure why. So anyway, the other part of this conversation goes back to our friend Ed Niedermeyer, Alex Roy, Kirsten. Oh God, I forgot her last name all of a sudden. Damn it. Well, there goes that friendship. Sorry, Kirsten. Have talked about this several times, how ADAS systems have the potential to erode the way you pay attention in a car because you come to rely on them. You have lane keep assist. Maybe you're not as focused on the road. You have automatic emergency braking. Maybe you're willing to look over at that phone and answer that text. This is a very interesting conversation because the same systems that could save lives and make driving safer could also make us worse drivers. And that's the conversation I want to have with you, gentlemen.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, if you know that there's a safety net watching over you, you're going to take more risk with that cell phone, with playing with the DVD player in the dash or whatever.
I would tend to agree as well because I think humans as a race altogether, we become reliant upon our machines and give over control in a quick fashion. So if we know that over the last time we've taken this journey, the car or the device has done it right 100 times, we're far easier to give it the credit that it will do it 101 times, and we will just let it do it. And I think that is an issue with any automated device. And it's just our nature. I think we're too quick to give it over and just kind of wipe our hands of it and feel that, it's always done it right. It's going to do it right this time.
So as somebody who drives one of these every day and constantly, but whenever I have to drive a vehicle that doesn't have them, I feel like I've been blinded a little bit. Like eyes, like say I have to drive like this now. It's a lot harder. It's like for those on the audio, I covered up one of my eyes. So now there's not something watching my back for blind spot encroachment or people who suddenly slam on the brakes. And I wouldn't say rely on it because every update Tesla changes something about the way that you can't rely on it to the point where you can feel comfortable just letting it go. You have to always be there watching it, and that is something it says every time you turn it on is pay attention.
Or put an orange in the steering wheel.
Buy this clamp widget.
It's not an orange
that
anymore.
hangs a weight.
Yeah. That's a scary thing.
And you wonder who's liable for if that car causes a wreck. Like, is it the driver? Is it the company that sold the bypass device?
Are you suggesting a company making a bypass device in China is liable?
It really is the driver. You know they're going to go after both.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah.
Good luck with that. People are crazy. I mean, we all have commuting stories, right? Somebody's reading the paper. Somebody's eating their breakfast. Someone's putting on their makeup. Someone's combing their hair. Someone's doing something that definitely detracts from the driving attention that they should be giving.
Rack it up to, Darwin, like the stupid people will die.
There is that.
But the problem is they hurt other people that are innocent bystanders. The guy in the other lane that gets taken out because you're watching the DVD. That's not right.
Yeah.
What I want to put by is Casey's point about him being able to pay more attention and feels that this is an asset to have. That's fabulous. But you roll that into Paul's comment about people buying a defeat device, and what you're going to get is when more of these devices are available in cars, I think we're going to have more and more people that just throw caution to the wind and completely ignore driving. Not, not just a little. This now becomes the car's going to do it itself. I don't care about it anymore. Now I can eat my breakfast. I can put on my makeup. I can do this.
I can
that's a scary thought that people are just going to give up control.
See, and I'm kind of on Casey's side here in that, not that we've taken sides, but I mean, I think ADAS devices are super cool. I love them. I wish every car had them. And I do feel like, at least in the short term, before we start seeing these behavior modifications, that they would be good for people and they would save lives and they would cause less property damage. I love a car with dynamic cruise. I don't really care so much about lane keep assists, but whatever. Automatic emergency braking is awesome because you know what? Maybe I do look away for 1 second for the very best of reasons, and then that's when disaster strikes.
Or you're avoiding something in the other lane, and the one in front of you stops because they were looking the other way.
Right.
That happened to me just the other day, and the car did everything because I was not looking in the right spot. And
I think we're only a couple years away from them mandating the automatic braking, right?
They need to.
You would think
that one feature is going to save so many lives and so many collisions. They should just make it like airbags. You have to have them to sell a car in this country.
Sadly, what that's going to cause is a lot of rear end accidents.
Yeah.
Like somebody with AEB stops, and then the person behind him's like, having their oatmeal. Damn it.
Yeah, because he doesn't have the new car.
Right. Yeah. He's driving the 84 Altima. I decided not to pick on Corolla this time.
But yeah, as long as we don't, Tesla and GM have got the right idea. Neither of them does it right, but GM makes you look into the sensor, and Tesla makes you jiggle the wheel every now and then. But their whole point is, whether you defeat it or not, their whole point is you need to actually be in the situation. It is there to give you superpowers. It's not there to do everything for you.
Right. Now, that is definitely one of the strengths, is that driver monitoring system in Super Cruise.